For the 100 billion who came before us, who forged civilization. For the 8 billion alive now, who shape its destiny. For the trillions still to come, whose very existence teeters on a knife edge. Exactly how this will play out. You think you know exactly how this will go. You say we're a disease, but you're confusing the afflicted for the affliction itself. You can't see the wood for the trees. They open wide and devour. Be self-made and celebrated, or single-handedly suffocated. The individual with no power. They open wide and devour. Fly solo, lone ranger, trust no one. Soul trader, the individual with no power. They open wide and devour. You're suspended in a light beam to transcend it. You gotta lose yourself. You're suspended in a light beam to transcend it. You gotta lose yourself. Be self-made, uninfected, off-grid, disconnected. The individual with no power. They open wide and devour. Walk alone, isolated, bootstraps, intoxicated. The individual with no power. They open wide and devour. They open wide and devour. They open wide and devour. You're suspended in a light beam to transcend it. You gotta lose yourself. You're suspended in a light beam to transcend it. You gotta lose yourself.
walls closing in.
Everything's so futile, futile.
I can hear the waves rolling in.
No, they won't be bluebirds over, cause they got turned back and over. I'm on a tightrope and there's no hope. I don't seem to be getting any closer. I'm running away from home, running from all I know. It's not the cold that makes me shiver, it's the erasure of my soul. Dead, dead in the water. Love was fighting my corner. Dead, dead in the water.
Everything's so futile, futile.
I can hear the waves rolling in. I can feel the walls closing in.
Everything's so futile, futile.
I can hear the waves rolling in.
We locked up all the lifeguards, and seas turn into graveyards, cause life guards wealth and wealth guards life. Then there's only strife for the seeker of a new life. Running away from home, running from all I know. It's not the cold that makes me shiver, it's the erosion of my soul. Dead, dead in the water. Love was fighting my corner. Dead, dead in the water. Dead, dead in the water. No one's here fighting my corner. Dead, dead in the water.
Everything's so futile, futile.
Make me disappear. He's just a boy, but inside him lives the beast of ancient history. Now that's quite a cross to bear. She's just a girl, dragging a suitcase full of her great-grandfather's misery. But she doesn't know that she's the heir. Hi, I don't believe we've met. I'm the voice inside your head. You can try and run, but I'm the silhouette, blocking the light at the end of the tunnel. But it's not over yet. Don't run away from your demons. Invite them out for dinner. Don't run away from your demons. We're trapped in cages, but we're oblivious. I wish I could say the buck stops here. You're the curator of all my fears over the years. Now I'm your waiter, and it's gonna be such a joy to serve. Hi, I know who you are. You're the voice inside my head. Now I could try and run, but you're the silhouette, blocking the light at the end of the tunnel. unfinished business. Invite them in for dinner. Don't run away from your demons. Invite them in for dinner. Don't run away from your demons. Don't run away from your demons. Invite them in for dinner. Don't run away from your demons. Burn up the monsters tonight. Set a table and attend to you, all my friends. No one to blame you tonight. Don't run away from your demons. Invite them in for dinner. You are not a soldier, no matter what they told you. You are just an animal in an enclosure, doing tricks for the rich, doing tricks for the rich. You are not a savior, no matter what they pay you. You wriggle like a parasite, you mimic its behavior. Now my skin starts to itch. Now my skin starts to itch. I see you for where you really are. I'm the lion, you're the witch, and with the flick of a switch, I see you for where you really are. I'm the lion, you're the witch, and with the flick of a switch, I see you. Get This is the golden age. Business is booming. Keep your head down, son, and then soon in time you could be like me, in my luxury bunker under all the debris. You too can escape the world's problems, 'cause fixing them's a fool's game. Just hoard wealth, insulate yourself and no one else, like some kind of twisted naked mole rat. See, I'm a glass half full kind of guy, even if the water contains PFAS and E. coli. Business is expanding, we're gonna have a soft landing. Yeah, it's a bit hit and miss, but you can trust me on this.
I can hear the doubt in their delivery. I can hear the creaking of the hinge of history. I can see the future now, but they keep telling me it's okay.
Relate, 'cause yeah, when I was a little boy I used to dream of growing up and maximizing shareholder value. I used to throw stones over my head and not care who they hit or where they landed, 'cause sticks and stones, they broke my bones, so it's only fair that I hurt you. We better acquire a taste for cockroach, 'cause they'll be all that survives, other than you. But you're a side salad that no one ordered, though all the bread's been hoarded by those with hearts contorted. So you're gonna get eaten and I've got the sugar to sweeten you up.
I can hear the doubt in their delivery. I can hear the creaking of the hinge of history. I can see the future now, but they keep telling me it's okay. different story from the one that we've been told. How I long for a different story.
Their analysis, we're animals fighting for ourselves, all the boys and girls. We don't hesitate, we just dominate. Damages our minds, and now we think we're savages. This is what we're told, it's a stranglehold, it's a lie. Look me in the eye. This is what we're told, it's a stranglehold, it's a lie. Look me in the eye.
Oh, how I long for a different story from the one that we've been told. How I long for a different story.
Will we ever get back alive? Only living by the grace of God. Will we ever get off this island? Will we ever get back alive? Only living by the grace of God. Will we ever get off this island? Look me in the eye. This is what we're told. It's a stranglehold. It's a lie. It's a lot of lies.
Oh, how I long for a different story from the one that we've been told. How I long for a different story. This was meant to be an arc of meaning, a miracle in a deep, deep sea of nothingness. So can you set me free? I'm tired of dreaming, it's unbearable. I'm in a deep, deep sea of nothingness. Now we're spiraling out of control. It seems like the passengers have hijacked the ship. We're edging towards a black hole. We are gods. I think I'm losing my grip. So can you take the wheel? What the hell is even happening? This is all so surreal. So can you take the wheel? I can feel my brain unraveling. I just don't know what to feel. We ran from our problems without addressing the cause. We started again without a moment of pause. We took to the stars, made a junkyard out of Mars. Dried up reservoirs, champagne and cigars. Mass extinctions and wildfires. We shut down the high flyers, but more kept appearing. Endless racketeering. It's kind of like they were mass produced, and now all the pricks have come home to roost. So can A change is gonna come.